All right. We are back here at Song of the Day, coming to you from the Rock Cave. I'm your host, Mark Pierce. It's Tuesday, Tasty Tunage Tuesday. Hope you enjoyed the weekend. We're stuck here in a blizzard yesterday, so we didn't get an episode out, although I could have, should have, would have. But what are we talking about today? We're doing a birthday today. We are talking about Howard Jones, English singer-songwriter, turned 71 yesterday. Happy birthday to Howard Jones. And if you're not familiar with Howard Jones, then we're going to talk about him for a minute. And if you are, you're going to be reminded, hey, I need to go check out his greatest hits. Howard Jones, 10 top 40 UK singles between 1983 and 1986. In 3 years, 10 top 40 singles in the UK, 6 of those top 10. 15 top 40 singles in the whole world in total. 8 million records sold. He played Live Aid at Wembley in 1985. Just a great career. It was compressed into that small period of time. But he's still out there. We'll talk about that in a minute. But he was English, still English, always English. And he was signed to Warner in 1983. It sounds like he rented a theater and then invited people to come and see him to try to sign him. I'm not sure how that works. I didn't know you could just like call agents up and say, hey, come see me play. But that's how the story goes. So he signed to Warner in 1983, gets his debut single out in August of 83. New Song goes to number 3 in the UK, number 27 in the US. We liked him over here, but they liked him even better over there. But New Song, as soon as that came out, that was right up my alley. This is part of the second British invasion, the second British invasion being the early 80s of that new wave synthesizer music, the first British invasion, of course, being the likes of the Beatles. But if you didn't know that. So this is right at the beginning of that. I've got MTV. This single comes out. I'm obsessed with New Song. Love this record. Played it over and over and over again. Finally, the debut album comes out, Humans Lib, in 1984. And that's a big success off of the single What Is Love. Pearl in the Shell also on this one, and Like to Get to Know You Well was dedicated to the 1984 Olympics in LA. It wasn't the official theme song, but that's what they played it, and that's what he was just dedicating it to. And New Song again, awesome, love that song, still do. March of 85, Dream into Action, his biggest record. That's the one that put him just way out there in the stratosphere. Goes to number 2 in the UK, number 10 in the US. Again, UK love him just a little bit more. Things Can Only Get Better. Song you hear today you still enjoy. Life in One Day, Look Mama, and No One Is to Blame. It was a great record, was it not? 85, that summer of 85. No One Is to Blame. There's the album version on that one, and then he re-records it in 1986 to make it more radio friendly, releases that. And that has Phil Collins as a producer playing drums and doing backup singing. Phil Collins was everywhere in the 80s, and this is no exception. And this is the one that became a hit. He put out his next record after that, Dream into Action, was like a 12-inch single collection, and that's the version that they put that on. But he was all over the place. Howard Jones was everywhere. Later, he would put out, You Know I Love You, Don't You, 1986. In 88, Everlasting Love. By that time, he's on the adult contemporary circuit. But he does all kinds of work up until this day, all kinds of contributions, tours. We saw a tour with him. We saw Culture Club, Human League, and Howard Jones at the Wallingford Oakdale Theater in the early 2000s. Maybe late 90s. I have that ticket stub over here somewhere. I think it was the late 90s. And that was a great show. Front row on the hands up against the stage, and what an awesome show those guys put together. And Howard Jones sounded awesome, and that I was reminded of how good he was because I saw him on something recently, and he's out there touring again, and it just seems like it's totally worth seeing him if you can, because he can still sing in so many great songs. So that's what you have for an assignment. If you get a chance to see Howard Jones, you should do that. What is your song of the day? You think it's going to be New Song, and it very well could have been, but it is What Is Love. That's, great song. Came out on my 15th birthday and went to number 33 in the US and number 2 in the UK. See, all that UK love. But What Is Love, just synthesizers, his voice, just so much, just like perfect fit for that time as far as music and the stuff I was listening to. So that's your song of the day, What Is Love by Howard Jones. You're listening to him today. Just pop some of that on and see what you think. Comment below. And as usual, we'll catch you on the flip side.